Let's talk about it. This is the podcast where Jamie and Kirsten talk about everything.
No limits, no boundaries.
Join us while we talk about what really goes on in our lives.
Anything goes.
So without further ado, let's talk about it.
Oh my god, you guys.
You literally look so uninterested. Sorry.
I'm interested. I'm just hello guys. How are we doing? How are we?
I'm doing okay.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
I just feel like you look very irritated with me.
I'm not irritated with you. I'm just like in so much pain and so tired, but like it's okay. We pushed through.
We didn't have to do this.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Okay. You said okay. Oh man. Anyways.
Anywho,
Good evening, you sexy fuckers.
good evening, you sexy fuckers. I'm literally so happy that I found my mic cord because
Oh, I'm glad you finally found it.
as of like 30 seconds ago,
That's exciting.
because I literally like deep cleaned my room trying to find this fucking cord.
Mm-hmm.
And then all day long, I was thinking about how we're gonna record this tonight, and I'm like, I'm not gonna have my mic cord once again.
Mm-hmm.
And then right before I plugged my laptop in, I was like, aha, I found it.
Love that.
It was wedged between my nightstand and my bed.
Oh, really?
Which, like, I don't understand why I didn't see it there, because I literally put my laptop in between my nightstand and my bed.
Yeah, that's whack.
I don't know. I think it was just hiding from me.
Yeah.
So, whoa, okay, brain fart. How are you doing? How has your past week been? Anything exciting going on?
Not a lot going on at the moment. Just been in like excruciating pain once again. At least I know the cause now. My fucking wisdom teeth. Finally called the oral surgeon, and my dad is such a homie because we've been literally waiting for months at this point. It's fucked up. Something on their end is wrong. And so my dad called, and the girl that worked there at the receptionist, she was like pissed for us. She was so mad.
She should be, honestly.
And
like,
she was like, you need to go in and file a complaint because it should not have taken this long. That's on them. File a complaint against them. And so my dad did, and then like 30 minutes later, he gets a fucking call from the office, like, "Oh, we see you got pre-authorized or whatever." So, and it's like, yeah, funny how that fucking works.
honestly, you
Just
should have
took 4
done what I
months.
told you like months ago and just literally call and harass them like every day.
Yeah, so I'm just like in pain. I don't fucking feel good, and it's gonna cost $800 to get my fucking wisdom teeth out, so that's super exciting. And I'm gonna have to wait like another month. I'll have to do it in like March because this month
Damn.
is like really busy. So,
Have you made like got an appointment?
um, I'm gonna tomorrow probably. They said they would call tomorrow to set it up because it was
But
like at
do
the
you
end of
even
the
know
day.
that if you can get in that soon?
Yeah, I'll be able to because when I was originally like the whole plan, I was gonna get them out in fucking like November. And that was not even a month from when I like went to see them. So it wouldn't have taken a month. Um, but that never ended up happening. So hopefully it'll work out this time because I can't even explain the fucking amount of pain that I'm in like constantly.
I feel that.
My head hurts, behind my fucking eyes hurts, my jaw hurts on both sides. It's just like fucking terrible, but
Minus the dry sockets, honestly, getting my wisdom teeth out was like the
yeah.
best thing that has happened to me.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll figure that out, but other than that, pretty much same as always. Nothing to report here, folks. You know, just I don't do anything ever. I was telling you the other day,
Yeah, I think you should talk about that.
just the fact that I have no talent and I have no hobbies and I just straight up don't do anything all the time. Um, so that's the thing. I don't really know what to do about that.
I'm not trying to like be a dick and say this, I'm
Mhm.
just going off of what you were saying the other day. But you've
Yeah.
been a lot like me, like loose cannon.
Yeah.
That worries me.
I'm so good though. Like I'm fine.
Are you?
I am. I really am good.
Because the other night, you had me a little worried. You were like so like loose cannon.
Yeah. Wait, when?
Both Saturday and Friday night.
What did I do?
Well, Friday night when we were door dashing.
That was justified, and I stand by that. People don't know how to
When you
fucking
yelled at
drive.
me was not justified.
When did I yell at you?
I think you told me to fuck off.
Oh, yeah, because that was harsh, but like you were pissing me off because I was like trying to do something and I was frustrated because I was driving and I hate driving because I'm not good at it. And I got you
Yeah.
fucking yapping, telling me what to do, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. And then like 5 minutes later, I felt really bad about it and
You should've.
apologized. Yeah, so
All
yeah,
I told you to do was put your hazards on.
yeah.
You told me to shut the fuck up.
I was frustrated when
That's
I get like
that's a little loose cannon behavior.
no, it's not though because it was one of those moments where everything my socks felt like they weren't on right. Like you know what I'm talking about? It was that kind of moment where
Yes.
like my coat was sticking to my neck. Like you know?
Yes, but in my defense, when I get like road rage like that, I don't yell at you.
It wasn't road rage, it was a sensory overload curse and everything was fucking bothering me. It was one of those moments where like I just could not. Like it was hot, it was loud, my hair was sticking to the back of my neck, my socks were bunched up, like
You know what I should have done?
huh.
I should have slammed your fucking car door.
That would have been
I got
so
out.
extra.
It would have made
Yeah.
you feel bad, and I would have loved it.
I already felt bad. Fuck. It took like not even 5 minutes before I apologized. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with my like mood. I don't know. I think it's just
Are you bipolar like me?
no. It's just winter time and I'm like
Little seasonal depression.
for sure, but it's not even depression though. It's honestly just rage. Like like earlier or it was
That's
like
concerning.
it was like yesterday when we were on the phone and there's this one person that I don't fucking like. And I literally went on like a 5 minute
Oh my god,
tangent.
that was so funny though.
Because it's just certain
That
things
made me laugh.
I just literally can't with some people. And I'm not even gonna get into it because why would I waste my time? But honestly, just some people are so fucking annoying to me and I just can't with it.
It's fine.
And all I have to say is I will not never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Shut your mouth, love.
I know. I'm gonna just stop myself right there. Anyways, yeah, back on track.
Anywho.
I have no hobbies. I have nothing to do ever.
I gave you a lot of suggestions and you shot literally every single one of them
go to
down.
Soul Cycle by myself like a fucking loser.
Honestly, I prefer working out by myself when I do work
I
out.
don't prefer working out at all, to be completely honest.
What about like yoga with Adrian, her 30-day challenge? You should try that.
I'd
Maybe
rather kill myself.
See, you're so fucking negative.
Because I just like don't want to do anything like that. Like I just can't. That's not fun to me.
You don't want to do anything. It's the issue.
Yeah.
I'm right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I suggested your little hoopster moment, and
it's
you're
fucking
like, no.
winter.
What
am I gonna do?
I gave you places.
The local place where everyone I went to high school with goes, fuck no, not a chance in hell. And then the YMCA where all the fucking 90-year-old dads go to play, fuck that.
Go to the rec.
What rec?
In Talmadge.
I don't know where any rec centers are, and I just can't be that person.
There's literally one in like every town.
I guess you're right. I don't know.
See, I'm giving you all these options, and you're just being very close-minded about them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you. Let me help you.
Yeah.
You're literally so annoyed with me right now.
I'm not. It's just frustrating. But like it's fine.
Like what's frustrating?
Just my own shit. It's nothing to do with you. It's just my own.
Then do you want to talk about it?
I don't know. I don't know what there is to talk about with it though, because I don't know what the fucking issue is.
I think you need to try new things. And maybe that'll help.
There's no what's new to try? It's winter time. There's nothing to do. It's fucking cold outside. It snows all the time. Like there's
Like an
nothing.
at-home activity,
Like what?
like crocheting, or like
When I tell you I genuinely would rather get hit by a car, I mean it. I can't with tedious little shit. No. No.
I can't
I
wait for you to
simply
listen
won't.
back to this and listen to how negative you're being.
I know I'm being negative, and I'm not usually like this. I'm just in one of those moods. What was that face for? What?
Think that you're not open to trying new things.
Those things aren't new to me, though.
What about like, I don't know, coloring? Like something to relax you.
That doesn't relax me. It honestly stresses me out more. And that's the thing. I'm stressed all the time about nothing. Like, why the fuck is
Or
coloring stressful to me? I don't know.
or you could do my new hobby,
I don't know what that is.
Duolingo. This episode of Let's Talk About It is sponsored by no, it's not. No.
Mhm.
I wish Duolingo sponsor us because I have literally been obsessed with it for like the past day and a half.
I tried to learn a language on that app, and I just don't have the fucking patience for it. So,
Do you hear yourself?
yeah. What's wrong with what I'm saying? Like, humble me. Tell me what's up, because I don't know.
Well, first of all, you're being just so negative.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, I tried to. I don't have the patience. Okay, trying new things and learning new things isn't like a walk in a park. And that's what new things are for. Like, learning a foreign language is not easy.
Yeah, why would I sit there and stress myself out even more learning a new language? You know?
Because
Like, that's just not fun for me. That's like work.
Americans are fucking stupid and should know more than just English.
Yeah, they should have taught me that when I was like 6 years old. And I had like, it's easier to learn when you're
Yes,
younger.
but I still think it's very
And I
important
never
to like
learned that.
learn new languages.
I don't want that though. I mean,
think-
like, yeah, it would be
I
dope
think that's
as
a little
fuck,
ignorant.
because I don't want to spend my time learning a language.
I just think it's like nice to have in your back pocket.
I mean, it definitely is. I just like, I've tried. It's not easy, and I don't have the time or patience to sit there and be upset because I can't learn it because I suck.
But obviously, like you have the time because you're talking about how you need to fill your time with a hobby.
You're right. I'll try and learn a new language, and I'll get back to you guys and give you progress updates to see how it's going. Maybe I'll give French another try.
Because they're 15-minute lessons.
Yeah.
You're so annoyed.
I'm not. I'm literally not annoyed. I'm just
Yeah, you are.
frustrated. But it's okay.
Why? It's my question.
I don't know.
I'm trying to dig deep here.
I got that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. It's okay.
I think you're just in a rut.
You're probably
and
right.
You just gotta dig yourself out of it. And I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to be like harsh.
Right.
But
well, I appreciate it.
I feel like I might be coming off a little harsh.
No, you're so good. Don't even worry about it. It's fine.
The energy in here is so horrible.
Well, let's just switch topics. What's happening with you? What's going on?
I feel like this past week I've just been like very busy. I'm a busy bee.
Booked and busy.
No days off, really. Babysat this weekend. Spent my weekend doing that. A little extra moolah for New York.
Love that.
Which I will be using. Should we talk about our our plan?
Yeah, maybe we should.
Okay, so we've talked on here about how we're going to Louis' New York shows. I I know, like, specifically the Midwest this week is supposed to get hit really bad with a winter storm. Like,
Mhm.
they said up to 27 inches of snow, which is fucking crazy.
That's whack.
So I'm really, like, hoping that, the weather holds off on the East Coast for the New York show.
It ain't holding off. It'll be fine by then. It'll be
Yeah,
fine by next
I
week.
think
It'll
so.
be fine.
But anyways, young girls on the streets of New York. Okay, if you know anything about, like, the culture of, like, Louis shows or Harry shows,
Yeah.
people will, like, camp out for that. Like, Louis' first show of tour starts tomorrow, and people I saw have been camping out since yesterday,
Yeah, which is just
which is
fucking
insane.
insane.
So, our tickets are general admission, with just like most of the tickets are for his tour. And I was trying to find some, like, more information about the venue, like what time they're, like, having people queue up. And so when I was researching the venue, I saw this website below it, and it's these dudes who stand in line for you.
Yeah, which is just genius.
It's genius. So me and Jamie are going to look into paying these gentlemen to stand in line for us, for not obviously not the whole time, like just part of the
Yeah.
time. Because I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, say people start lining up like at like 2 a.m. The crime rate that is in like this specific part of New York is a little higher from what I've read.
Yeah.
And two young girls on the side of the road, probably not a great idea.
Yeah, probably not the best. So,
And these dudes are like the real deal.
yeah, so
They
and
were
we
they
won't
were
reveal our sources though. We won't tell you what they are because I don't want anyone booking them before we do. We'll tell
Honestly-
you guys after our show.
honestly, we need to message him like after
Yeah.
we film this.
Okay, yeah, because we'll give you guys the plug like next week because we like need them.
Not us gatekeeping.
I will gatekeep that because there's straight up no fucking shot. I'm letting
They're a credible company. They're on CNN and ABC 2020.
yeah.
So I love that for them. But anyways, this week, yeah, it's been really crazy. I guess busy. Oh, also about the New York show. I'm so excited to meet my friend Amanda there. She's gonna be waiting in line with us. So yeah, real
Yeah,
pumped
really
about that.
really
She's a
looking
lovely,
forward to it.
lovely lady. But I feel like this week I've been 100 miles a minute, so I give myself no time to think about my feelings. So therefore, I don't have any.
Right.
Also, I've just been like forcing myself to think that I'm in a great mood all the time. But I feel like I'm just like loose cannon all the time. The look on your face right now, you look so angry.
I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not angry. I swear, like on everything, I'm not angry.
Okay.
I'm really not. I just am zoning out. I'm sorry. I'm like super nauseous. I feel like I'm gonna fucking puke.
Are you okay? Do we need to stop?
No, I'm good. Let's go.
Okay. The only complaint I really have this week is like my sleep schedule is just fucking whack. Still,
So, yeah.
I can't like sleep through the night. I wake up for like a couple hours literally every night. Like I don't know about you, but I've never woken up and felt like refreshed. Have you?
Really? Yeah, most mornings now that my sleep schedule, like when I wake up for work, I feel good.
You're shitting.
No, I'm telling you what I do. This is like great because I think before when I had really bad insomnia for a few months and that was like a big issue. And then I kind of got it under control, but I was getting too much sleep and that's not good
Like,
either.
about how many hours are you sleeping?
So before when I was getting too much, I was like at some nights getting like 11 or 12 hours of sleep, like way too much sleep to where it's not healthy to get that much sleep. And then
Maybe that's why no.
Right now, like usually on like work nights, 7, 8, or 9. Usually that range is like perfect for me. And when I wake up in the morning, I don't hit snooze. I
I
straight up
never,
just
yeah, I
get up.
never hit snooze.
I just
Well,
get
I
up.
lay. Sorry if my stomach's growling literally so loud and you could hear
No,
it.
you're good. I can't hear
Okay.
it. No, yeah, I get right up. I'll sit in bed for like 2 minutes and then I'll just get up and go get ready. And I do the cold water trick. It's like scientifically proven that if you get really cold, it'll like completely wake your brain up. So I
How
like
do you do that? Just like
just
run
splash
your.
cold water all over your face. Yeah, it like genuinely wakes you up. It's like a scientific thing. It like wakes that part of your brain up all the way. And honestly, it really works.
I should try that because honestly,
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
gonna
telling you.
lie. I'm gross and I don't like wash my face in the morning.
I don't wash mine. I just do cold water to
But
like
I don't
rinse
even do
off all
that.
my products and then I'll do my like
I don't.
serums.
I don't even do that.
Yeah, I think it helps. It
Maybe I
makes me
should
feel
start.
better. Yeah, it honestly works. It wakes up the rest of my like body when it's cold.
My issue is like for work. Like
Hmm.
I feel like you get up like unnecessarily early.
I do because I can't because
I
I
don't
go
know
to
how you
bed
do
pretty
that.
early because I'm really tired and then I can't sleep
Same.
in because I can't sleep in or I'll get too much sleep and then I'm like exhausted all day because I slept too much.
So I feel like you have time to like do all these things when you get ready for work.
Yeah, I don't rush at all. I just take my time.
I work at 9 a.m. So it's
Hmm.
Jamie. All
Yeah.
right. My alarm is set for 7:50.
Yeah, no way.
Um, I usually don't start getting ready because I will sit on my phone for like
Mhm.
10 minutes. So I'll start getting ready around 8. Bear
Mhm.
in mind, it's like morning traffic, like school buses, whatever, on the way to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
So I I feel like I always have to be in the work parking lot at least 10 minutes early, 5 minutes
I'm the
early.
same way. I like to be early, just,
And I
leave
work
time for other things.
a little over half an hour away.
Mhm.
So I have approximately 15 minutes to get ready every morning.
I get ready, so I wake up at 7:20 every morning and I just get up and get ready then. And then I leave the house at like 8:20. So that leaves like an hour to just like do my own thing and get ready and like scroll on Twitter, whatever. And cuz
Couldn't be me.
I can't rush when I get ready or I'll be in a bad mood. Like when someone rushes me to get ready, I get really frustrated. So I have to like make sure I
Same.
have plenty of time to just like do my thing, listen to, music in the morning or radio, whatever I decide to start the morning off and yeah.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know. It's just and I think it really has helped because I wasn't doing that before, but I've
And
got like a good little routine and it
I feel
it
like
works.
typically I wake up like I go to bed early for the most
Mhm.
part.
Yeah, I go to bed at like 10 or 11 usually.
I'm literally anywhere depending on how tired I am
Mhm.
from like 9:30 to like
I think that's your problem,
midnight.
dude. You gotta like push to stay awake a little bit later.
But even if I go to bed at like 11:30, midnight, I
Mhm.
still wake up at 2 and I'm up till at least 4, at least.
Maybe you should try. Have you tried to
And
vaporize
then and they're about to
melatonin?
say, "Did you try to vape?"
No, that actually causes insomnia, and I think that might have been one of my things. The nicotine like causes insomnia, but there's this thing. What the hell is it called? It's like a little vape, but it's like melatonin basically, and
I
they
know what you're
say
talking
it hits you a
about.
little quicker than like having it metabolized with like a gummy or whatever.
I'm on like well, I was. I don't have a psychiatrist anymore, so but I still have bottles and bottles of this medication.
Yeah.
I was on a sleeping medication because my sleep schedule and like I have issues sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
But even if I like cut a pill in half, I still am so groggy the next day, all day long.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta find like, cause I know what you mean. Yeah. I don't know.
I
I
just
feel
feel like
like,
I'm never gonna have like a nice, happy medium where I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I'm getting
Well,
enough sleep,
no.
or oh, I'm waking up refreshed. I literally
You
never
will, because
happens.
you actually will, because I was exactly where you were like a few months ago. Like I talked about it. I literally could not sleep, and it was like horrible. Because I went from two totally different like ends of the spectrum. I went from not being able to sleep at all to being like sleeping way too much. And
Yeah.
then after that, I finally kind of found the happy medium and like what works. But everyone's different, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's
You'll
just
figure it
very
out.
frustrating
Mm-hmm.
because literally like, the first, and like especially like with our job, I feel
Yeah.
like you absolutely cannot be in a bad mood.
No, yeah.
Like I could have so much going on in my life and like feeling so like overwhelmed and frustrated with like my personal life. But as soon as I hit those doors, I'm like, "Good morning! Like, how are we
you have to be like
doing?"
so obnoxiously happy for sure. And
And I think
yeah.
that's like another issue. Like, I have absolutely no social battery anymore. Like, before, I've always been like very like introverted. I don't like to like socialize a lot.
Mm.
But even more now, like having to put on this like persona that like you're always happy all day long and like nothing's wrong with you in life. It's very draining on your social battery.
Yeah, no shit.
Like by the end of the
Uh-huh.
week, like I feel
Yeah.
so bad because I am honestly like such like a flaky friend now. Well, I always kind of
Yeah.
been because like I can't like I'll admit it, like I can't plan things and then like go and do them because it's mental illness, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But honestly, like I'm just like such a flaky friend because I have no social battery. Like if I want to do something, I have to do it like in that moment.
Right.
Because I always have felt like I'm the friend that has to bring like the energy.
Yeah.
And if I don't have that energy, I feel like I can't hang out with people.
That's not, I mean, I think that's something that you'll have to figure out though, because that's not true. Like, even if you're just hanging out with a homie, like when you and I hang out, it's not like that. Like, we don't have to be like, like fucking energetic, like happy. It is like, it's just chill,
I feel like that's different with
It is different
it's
because we're
different with
obviously
you.
it is different. I know what you mean, yeah. But I mean, yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, you're literally my only friend that you're the only person I talk to. And that's
Feel
I mean,
that.
we love that, but I'm the same way as like I don't want to fucking hang out with people. I mean, like I love hanging out with you when we do, but
Right.
I just can't. I don't have the motivation for it.
Um I I don't know. Cuz I feel like when I hang out with you, like there's no expectations.
Mhm.
We're
Right.
all kind of like me and you are both like on the same page. Like I feel like because we're so much alike.
We're literally so much the same, yeah.
Because like with other friends, I feel like every like something has to be going on like all
Mhm.
the time. Whereas like me and
Yeah.
you, I could sit like and hang out with you like and sit on my phone for like
We could
an
literally
hour
just
and a
do
half. We
nothing.
could literally
Yeah.
just be in each other's presence and it's like
Yeah.
fine.
Right, for sure. That is one of those things where I think you have to be like that's a kind of like really close friend to where you can do
Oh my
that
god,
because
besties, comfortable,
like honestly, I couldn't do that with anyone else like sit there in silence and it not be
comfortable
awkward.
silence.
But like even when we DoorDash and it's like quiet in the car, it's not a thing.
Yeah,
Like it's just whatever. But I could never have that with like anyone else. So
right.
bestie status. But
Like I feel like thinking about like silence with other people like that's so awkward.
no, for real. Yeah. But
I feel like it's like awkward when there's silence between like me and my mom.
yeah. But no, I mean, we're besties and I mean, it's never awkward when we hang out ever
No.
now. I mean, I maybe like the first couple times we hung out it was like a little awkward, but even
I feel
then,
like
not really.
the first time,
It
oh
wasn't
my
really
god,
all that awkward.
should I like tell you?
Please.
So the first time like we hung out just me and you, I remember texting like Tanner and
Mm,
Malia
yeah.
and probably my mother.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, Jamie's coming over in like an hour. Like this is gonna be like so awkward. Like what
Uh,
like are we gonna talk? Like, how's this gonna
Yeah.
go? I was nervous. I was
Really?
so nervous. But then, like, you came over, and like we just drank wine and
So
like watched
normal.
movies.
I
Really
think that
fun.
has kind of always been a thing though with us. Like we don't have to like sit there and like keep a conversation going, you know?
Right.
Because like we don't need to.
Right.
I love that for us, besties.
Love that.
Yeah. We we had I think it's so funny that our friendship caused the whole friend group to crumble to pieces. We're at a point where we can talk about that openly.
I don't get it. I don't get that though. Like,
I will
understand
never
it.
understand it. Should we talk about that? It's been like a year.
Yeah, because like we're grown adults.
Right. And basically, so this whole thing was I had two other friends and I was friends with them before Kirsten and I started talking. Why did I say it like that? Before we became friends.
We already started talking.
Like we're in middle school. No. And so I have these two friends and I met Kirsten. Well, I mean, we went to school together, but
Yeah,
I became your friend.
We knew each other.
Yeah, like, but I became like your friend through my friend. It was like a mutual.
And I want to
friend.
note that I've literally like for like years, well, like right after, for years, because Jamie has talked about how she went to cosmetology school in high school, and I used to get my hair done by my friend who was also Jamie's classmate. And Jamie's like station was across from hers.
Yeah, I was like right there.
And every time I went and got my hair done, I would always feel like so awkwardly trying to talk to Jamie, but like I wanted to be your friend so bad.
That's so wild to me because I literally like I look back on those times when you were there and I thought you were so annoyed with me. Like because I would like try and I've always thought you were cool as fuck and I like wanted to be your friend. But I literally just thought you hated me, so I would like never keep a conversation going with you.
No, I literally like every time like we had talked to each other when I was there, it literally lasts like 30 seconds. So I'm like, oh my god, like she doesn't like me.
No, I see it's one of those things. Yeah, now we know. But
my bad. Sorry.
You're good.
Light almost fell on me.
Anyway, so yeah, we like met through this mutual friend and it was like this friend group basically that you joined and it was kind of automatically the second you joined the friend group it switched to like you and me and then the other two.
But I feel
that's
like
okay.
But
that's
I
totally
feel like
fine.
even when I wasn't like in that friend group, that has always been like those two girls were closer than you and the other girls.
That's true. And it's literally just the truth. And obviously, like, okay, so like let's be real, I didn't have a lot in common with them. I literally like had no common interests. It was what it was. And you and I, we have everything in common.
Yeah.
Like we're literally like the same freaking person. So it was obviously like the second you got in like the group chat, I was like, okay, bestie status, let's go. Like, yeah. And so we just became closer, and that's okay. That's not like a bad thing. And they like got really upset with the fact that you and I were like closer. And we would like talk outside of the group chat, just you and I, which I don't see why that's a problem. That's like weird if you're mad about that.
Right. And what like really started it was me and you hung out, just me and you.
Yeah.
Which I think is totally normal.
It's so normal, and it's one of those things where we literally hung out and watched the One Direction movie. Like, they didn't like that kind of thing. Why would we invite them? We're allowed to have our own, like, thing. Huh?
The first time we, like, hung out, me and you, didn't we go take pictures for the podcast?
I think you might be right.
Or maybe it was, like,
that was the second time. I think the first time we drank wine and watched the One Direction movie.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
The live stream.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. That's actually everything. Wow. It's been a year. That's whack to think about.
Oh my god.
Love that for us. Anyways,
our podcast is going to be a year old soon.
A year old. How exciting. But yeah, so these girls got mad that you and I like hung out, which is like, why is that?
Well, you know what? I think it was like one more than the other that got mad.
Yeah. I mean, it was
But
both of them were just, like,
yeah,
weird
but
about it.
I don't understand that because it'd be no different if I hung out with one of them alone or
Yeah,
they
it
hung
was
out
and
together.
they hung
But
out
I feel like
together,
as like
and it was never a thing.
like as an adult thing, like that's normal.
That's okay, yeah, and it's like
Like same with
they
my other friend groups that like
and
I've had. It's always
I
kind
think
of
a lot of, like, animosity was started when there was, like when we first started talking about the podcast and, like, I brought up this idea of how I really wanted to start a podcast, and I wanted you to do it with me. That was, like, from the beginning, the second I thought, "Oh, I wanna make a podcast," I was like, "Kirsten has to do it with me, like, you're the co-host." That was always, like
yeah, because I feel
we
like
started it
we've all
together.
like me as like a huge SNL fan.
Yeah.
We've always made like the jokes
It's always
that
yeah,
like
and it
we're like you're the Tina to my Amy.
for sure, and that's always been what it was, and, so when I first thought about doing the podcast, I never thought I wanted to do it with someone else, I never thought I wanted to do it by myself, it was always like, if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be with you, and that was what it
Oh my
was.
god.
That's just literally, like, I wouldn't do it if you weren't doing it with me, and so, I think
I
they
feel the
got a
same
little
way.
for sure, and I think they got a little maybe, like, jealous or offended that I didn't ask them to be involved in it, but
Which
at the end of the
I
day, it wouldn't
understand.
work. For sure, like, it sucks, but at the end of the day, that just would not work, and I even volunteered, I was, like, trying to, like, accommodate them and be like, "Oh, you can, like, come on, like, do, like, special guest appearances, whatever." I was trying to be nice about it and not be a bitch, but at the end of the day, 4 people talking at once, it would not have worked, and I didn't want that.
I think it could work. What I think that wouldn't work about it is they didn't have the same things in common that we do.
Right, they don't have the same things in common, they don't have, like, the same sense of humor, it's, like, a whole thing,
Because
and
I feel like we have very dry,
yeah.
old man sense of humor.
It's like a really specific sense of humor, and it works so well because you and I are able to, like, bounce off of each other, and, like, that's what we do, and
Yeah,
there's no
for
p
sure.
like, there just wasn't a place for 2 more that don't have anything in common with us, like, it just wouldn't have worked, and I think they got really mad about that,
And I
and then
absolutely understand, like, because I feel like my feelings would be hurt too.
yeah, see, I don't mine
And
probably wouldn't have
I
been.
understand. I just think that like I'm very much like a non-confrontational person, like when it comes to conflict in my own life.
Right.
So I think it was like a lot of issues in the like friend group that were building up to this big
It was like yeah, it was because it was all these little things that
explosion.
they were upset about, but they never brought them up.
But I
And
think
so
like
it all,
we should
like,
have
got triggered.
communicated about it, you know,
I mean,
and
at the
it would have
yeah.
resolved
I mean,
issues.
I just at the this is mean to say, but this is the reality of it, and this is, like, being an adult. People grow apart and decide,
Yeah,
"Hey, like, we don't have anything in common, let's go our own separate way," and
I
there's nothing
agree.
wrong with
And
that,
I agree that
and
like even like long-term friendships could like end just from you growing apart in a sense where two people may not be compatible to be each other's friends forever.
right.
And that's just the reality of things. Like some people that I was friends with a couple of years ago, we're just
Yeah.
not compatible to be friends anymore. We're both
Yeah.
have different views in life. We both have different opinions on things. We don't have as much in common anymore, and that's
Right.
okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, and I think they were just really mad. I don't know what it was, but they got really mad that you and I were just closer, and
And I have an issue that like I'm working on still that in like this sense of time where like this situation happened that like really upset me is I have a really big problem with people and you're totally opposite when it comes to this.
mhm.
I have a huge problem with people being like mad at me
Oh,
and not
yeah.
liking me.
Yeah,
It's
that's the one
something
thing that we're so different.
it's
Yeah.
something that I literally cannot handle and it's like the harsh reality that I need to get like through my thick fucking skull because
Mhm.
not everyone's going to like you. And I know
Yeah.
that. I just can't accept it.
I mean, I think the only it's really is just not caring genuinely in your heart, not giving a fuck, and it takes a while to get there.
Yeah,
But
I feel like it takes a long time to
it
like get to
does.
that point in your life. And
Mhm.
I've really, really tried, and I could sit there
It's hard.
and put this front on like I always do and be like, I literally don't give a fuck what people think about me.
Mhm.
But literally, if someone changes their tone of voice at me, it's like the end of the world.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I think I used to be that way for a
I'm
really
very,
long
very
time.
sensitive.
For a really long time, I cared what people thought. I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted to blend in and be like everyone else.
Yeah,
And then it really hits me. I don't even know how old I was when I really just decided, like, who fucking cares? Like, at the
right.
end of the day, I am not living and breathing to please other fucking people.
And
And
I have that issue because I am such a people pleaser, and I've always
yeah,
been
I
that
know.
way.
I know. Yeah, and see, I'm just like the opposite with that, where it's like, fuck that. To me, like, that's just so, I don't get that because it couldn't be me. Like, I can't do that. I will not, like, I'm not gonna change who I am or whatever to please someone else. Fuck that.
Whereas me, it's like I will literally like morph myself to please other people, and
Right.
it's so bad. And I know, and I'm
Yeah.
aware. It's
That's
something
good though
that
that you're aware
it's
of
something
it.
that I've actively have worked on. It's just I need to get to the point where I am confident enough in myself and who I am to not care about what others
That it
have
really
to
is
think
that.
about me.
It
And
literally
honestly,
is that.
genuinely having this podcast has helped me so much
Mhm.
with like not giving a fuck about what other people think,
Right.
because like everyone starts somewhere.
Mhm.
It-
Yeah. It literally is
we
that.
had to start somewhere, and
Right.
like have do people say shit about us having a podcast? Probably,
Yeah. But literally
but it's
it doesn't
something.
even it doesn't cross my mind
It
cuz
doesn't
I
cross
just
my
straight
mind.
up don't give a fuck.
That's like
Like
the
I
one
just
thing that
genuinely
does
don't
not cross
care.
my mind, because this is something that like I'm like so passionate about and confident in,
Right.
whereas like myself,
Mhm.
I'm not.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, yeah, I know exactly what you mean though. Yeah, I
And I
think
can,
you said it, like being comfortable with yourself, I think is like
yeah.
the last thing to kind of really be like, okay, I don't care what people think. I'm comfortable
Right.
with myself. I'm confident in myself.
And I think it's the sense of not knowing who I am too.
Yeah.
I would
I
sit
think
there
you
and
might be
pretend like I
right.
know who the fuck I am, but do I?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I think my whole thing and why I'm comfortable with myself is because like I not confident with a lot of things, but the one thing I am confident is like my personality. I'm like I'm very proud of like who I am. I think I'm funny, like genuinely funny, and like I'm good at talking to people. And
You
that is
are.
literally the one thing that's like, okay, fuck what anyone else thinks. I know I'm good at this. I know I'm funny, and that's all I need to be like fuck everyone else basically.
And I think
You just got to
having,
pick the one thing and then just like take it and run with it, you
yeah, and
know?
I think that like I haven't always been like a social person.
Mhm.
And I think working on that, like whether it be with this podcast or with my job, I
Mhm.
think it really pushes my boundaries, and it
Mhm.
does make me more confident in like my social skills.
Good. Yeah.
However, don't ask me to like message people like online or like talk to people that way, because
Yeah, see
I
that's
can't.
like yeah, that's the thing that you're almost there though. You're almost
'Cause
there.
I feel like I'm better at talking to someone face to face or on a phone
Mhm.
call or like
Yeah. Mhm.
over like a Zoom call.
Yeah.
But I literally, for not like the life of me, I'm so bad at texting people because I just don't
Mhm.
know how.
No, I get that. I'm the same way. I can kind of like I feel like I just come across really like dry in a text because I just like quickly type it because I don't fucking like I'm not gonna sit there and dick around and type out a whole fucking text. Fuck
And like
that.
me and you don't text.
We don't text. We
We
just
literally
talk.
just, yeah, we communicate in like video or voice message. And I think that works so well for us for like, because
Yeah,
we
I don't
text
text.
occasionally.
Yeah, but
And
it's
I feel
very
like,
rare.
yeah. And I feel like
It's
it's
rare when
weird.
we text and it's not so much weird, it's just it's not a good form of communication for
Yeah.
us because it can't like get across what like the way
Mhm.
I don't even know how because we've always been like that when we ever since we started being friends, that's how we communicated, I
Yeah.
think, was through that. Like, we just send little Snapchat videos back and forth, and that's just, like,
Mhm.
how we talk, and some people probably think that's so weird, but that's just
Oh my god, it
honestly,
is
like
so weird because I literally, if I'm like at like work on break, I will not like,
Mhm.
I'll hardly open your videos
No, I'm the same
because
exact
I'm not gonna
way.
sit there and respond
It's
back.
weird. Yeah, it is weird, like, to
Or
do it in
even,
front of other
bro,
people.
and even like if I'm around like my family and I go to
Yeah.
respond to you, I feel awkward
No,
about
so
it.
do I, so do I, because I'm the exact same way. Yeah, so
My
it's
mom
one of
will be
those
like,
things
"Who are you
where
talking to?"
I know, so is
I'm like,
my, like,
Jamie.
dad. He'll be like, well, my dad's used to it at this point because he, like, understands that's just, like, how I talk to you. But it's definitely probably weird for other people that we just, like, send
Yes,
videos of us talking back and forth, but it's just easier, like, it's practical. It's like talking
right.
face to face with you all day long. Like, we're just
And like
constantly talking. And
my
it's so
friend,
nice because I can take my time talking to you. I can, like,
yes,
respond whenever I feel like it, you know?
and like my friend Lydia, me
Mhm.
and her will like do like the voice messages a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's so much easier than texting.
It's literally just so much
I
easier.
just can't. I
Yeah.
can't carry a conversation through text.
I know. I'm the same way. So yeah, that I'm glad you're on board with that, and we like that's just always been a mutual agreement with how we'll talk is just through
I
that because
I
I
could
don't
absolutely
text.
not.
I really don't
Absolutely
text.
not.
So I'm glad we're on the same page with that. Anyways.
Anyways, I feel like we need to talk about the new episode of Euphoria.
Yeah, I just watched it when I woke up this morning. I
If
turned it on.
you haven't watched it and don't want any spoilers, go ahead and skip ahead. But I
Yeah.
have some shit to get off my chest.
Do you?
I do.
Spill.
I'm a Cassie apologist. I've
I
said this
love
before.
Cassie. She's honestly starting to fucking piss me off
But
though.
my poor baby was down bad. But
She's going through it.
am I gonna defend her till I die? Yeah.
I will defend her, but she's on thin fucking ice this week. I mean, girly, you gotta get it together.
She needs to
Honestly,
get
like,
together.
you're a fucking disaster. Like, get it
When
together.
she threw up in the hot tub, I literally was
Oh,
like, no.
no, I literally started laughing. I was like, there's no way.
You know what?
But
Maddie definitely knows.
you think?
Just based on the look that Maddie had on her face when Cassie got in the hot tub and
Mm-hmm.
when Maddie was talking to Nate,
Yeah.
she knows that her bestie is
Um,
fucking Nate.
I'm interested. So yeah, we'll find out. Fuck
Also,
Jules. Fuck Jules.
fuck Jules. Honestly,
You're a horrible fucking person. Like, I guess respect, like, you both fucking don't even want to date, so, like, do whatever. But, like, break up first, you know?
I love Jules. I just don't like Jules in relationships.
Yeah, exactly. You're so right.
Where I think Rue has so much going on in her life and so many issues of her own, where I don't think she needs to be in a relationship.
Right.
But I just think that Jules is incredibly hypocritical.
She's
Because
hypocritical.
last
She's,
episode she was boohooing, crying about Rue just being friends with Elliot.
yeah.
And then she's
Yeah.
making out with him and like fucking him this
Yeah.
episode.
Honestly, fuck that. She's a hypocrite. I mean, I just honestly, I like Jules and Rue as friends. I feel like they're horrible dating.
My jaw was on the fucking floor when Rue looked at Jules and said, I can't stand you.
I laughed because I so have been there with someone that I was dating where I genuinely like wanted to just say it. Like, I can't fucking stand you. And so I really related to that. And it made me laugh a little bit because I've been there.
I literally was like, no way.
I know.
But
I thought it was
honestly,
really
fuck
funny.
Elliot for letting Rue even get out of that car.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she knows she's out of her fucking mind and you're just gonna like leave her on the side of the road because she asked you to. No,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
make
I
sure she's
think
safe. And
they're all just
I think he like really just like fucking set her up. Like he's doing like
we're gonna have to pause. There's a fucking stink bug.
all right. And we're back.
And we're back. So sorry. I can't. It's the third one today. I can't. I hate stink bugs.
Anyways, back to Euphoria.
Yes.
I think Elliot really just like set her ass up.
You think?
I think so, because he wanted to look like the savior guy, fucking telling
Yeah.
Jules about Rue's sobriety, and then I just feel like he's very manipulative.
He definitely is.
Which
Yeah, I mean, he
really
definitely
upsets me
is.
because I was rooting for him.
We were all rooting for you. How
For real.
dare you? Yeah, no, you're definitely right. So, yeah, I
And
mean,
I feel like
fucked
we
up.
have to talk about Cal in this episode.
Oh my God, I
He
literally
lost
hate
his
him so much, but it was
motherfucking
so
mind.
funny. His acting, I will say I hate the character, but he is a genius actor. He's so good. And I was like, his acting skills are immaculate because it was so good.
Literally every 5 seconds, he was like,
No, it was so good. I was laughing. I thought it was so funny. Like,
I think it's fucking crazy how like he was just driving like fucked up like that.
yeah, it's nuts. Like the whole thing was that whole part of the episode. I was like, there's just no way. It was
And the
so
fact that he
bizarre.
just like came home and called his family out in the ship
But it's honestly
is
like
so funny.
he made some valid points. Like when he called them out, I was like, I mean, sir, speaking facts, like
When
he's
he
not
looked at Nate's
completely
brother
wrong.
and said, "Do you know how many men I've fucked?" I literally was like, "Oh my god."
I know it was
King.
so out of pocket, but like go off, speak your truth.
He's
So
like a shitty person.
horrible person, but like he made valid points when he
He
called
did.
his family out. So I gotta give it to him.
Oh my god, when he said, "My biggest regret is you," I was like, "Oh."
Oh, I know. I was like, there's no fucking
Oh.
way.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, that's my dad."
Stop. No,
My
that's
dad
so
at me.
tough. Yeah. No, so yeah, it was a good episode, man.
It was. I think it was all over the place, but like in the
It
best way
really was.
possible.
Yeah. While we're on like the topic of like just media in general, movies, entertainment, have you watched the H3 Oliver Tree episode?
I'm like a third of the way through.
I really need to just take like a second to just express how fucking like much I can't. That is my new favorite H3 episode of all time.
I love that.
You guys know we are an H3 fan. We're fans, man. We
Friend
love
of
that
the show.
podcast. Yeah, and so Oliver Tree is just genuinely a really fucking funny person on his own.
Yes.
But him and Ethan together, it's comedy fucking gold. It's the funniest thing. Their dynamic is so good. I need them to do a show together.
They really bounce off of like each other well.
They're so good. They're so good together. Like Oliver Tree, his character that he does on his own is so fucking funny. But like him with Ethan is like amplified so much and it's so outrageous. And I like it because it's one of those things where it's so hard to tell that it's fake. That you really have to like look into it to realize like this is completely fake and a joke. And I literally love that.
Reading comments, people were like, "Oh my god, are they real?" Like this.
I know it goes straight over your head, but it's so fucking funny. Like it's so just outrageous, and his comedic timing is just golden. So I had to give them some love. I absolutely love H3.
Of other things in the media, Rihanna is pregnant.
Yeah, and see, I feel like I can never match the energy when it comes to Rihanna because she's like it's the equivalent to like Beyonce. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's just because I've never listened. I've never been a fan. I don't have anything against them, but I don't get the hype.
I love it. I think you really need to listen to Rihanna.
Like I know like the fucking, the radio hits, but I don't listen to like her whole discography.
Listen to Anti and come back.
Cause I just don't get it. It's just one of those things. Cause it was the other day on TikTok. I saw there's this video like this guy was in New York, like outside of his apartment.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it's literally like the queen is like walking out. I'm like, why does like a human being get this kind of treatment? Like, I don't understand it. Cause it's just so fucking like, what? Like, they like straight up like, I don't get it.
I think you're really the Rihanna stans are gonna come for you, and they
I'm
should. I'm gonna come
but
for you.
I don't get that. Like, I'm sorry, even the fucking queen. Why are you getting like fucking red carpet rolled out for you to walk into a restaurant, bro? Like, you're
Her
not like.
vocals are
I
insane.
think that's great. Talent aside, I'm just talking like she's not at work. You're going to dinner, bro. Like, you're not working. Like, why did they like? I don't know. And it's not even on her. It's not
And
her
I feel
fault that
like
people treat her that way.
I feel
It's
like
just
that.
weird.
I think it's a little hypocritical because I feel like someone that
Why?
you like hardcore stan, you would be like, oh my god, like king shit.
No, I would think it's like I would think that shit is weird for anyone. Like to go to like a dinner, like that's mad weird. Cause I just that TikTok, like this guy was like, "What is happening?" And then it was straight up just her going into a restaurant. Like that's weird, you know?
And but like it was just like paparazzi. Like she's a very
Yeah.
popular person.
I just think I think that whole just I've talked about it before. Paparazzi is in that culture in general is just weird to me.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I don't get the hype. I don't. It's one of those things I've never gotten it. Like
About
I don't
Rihanna?
know. Rihanna and like I said Beyonce
feel
too.
like-
Those are like my two like off the top of my head where I
But
just
I
genuinely
feel like
don't understand.
you can't make a judgment if you haven't like listened to her discography, you know?
I've listened to songs. I'm just it's not like my type of music that I listen to, you know? It's just not my like fave genre.
Mm.
You know? But no
Yeah.
hate. I mean, we like Stan. I think she's great. I just you know, it's just weird to me, but go off. It's an I'm full of unpopular opinions.
Yeah, that
I will
unpopular
continue to
opinion really
speak them.
angers me.
Why? I will continue.
I love Rihanna so
I
much.
don't. That's totally. I get that. That's great. I think it's. I don't know. It's like it's one of those things though because it's like so big. It's like how Kim Kardashian used to be, where it's like such a huge thing. And it's like the Beyonce thing. Like she's so big and like
But I feel
everyone
like that's Kim Kardashian's completely different because Rihanna's like
actually has talent.
talented.
No, for sure. I'm just like comparing like I guess like socialites and like big celebrities. Like those are the bigger names that
Yeah.
you hear and I just don't get it. But it's just because
Okay.
I'm not a fan of her music. But there's no hate against any of them. I mean, except
Okay.
I do hate Kim Kardashian, and I will continue to say that. But no hate against Beyonce or Rihanna. I mean, go off. I just personally, it's not the music I listen to.
Well, on the subject of Kim Kardashian, I want to talk about something that really fucking irritated me when I opened Twitter the other day.
Why are we so like seamless transitions this episode?
For real.
Fucking the last 3 have been so good. Like just right into the next topic, bro. That was just insane. Anyways.
So I opened Twitter. It's like the end of the week.
Yeah, I saw this
and
and I just
I
could not
see
believe it.
headlines. Even to the point where even my mother texted to me and was like,
Yeah.
"This is so fucked up," and she was like, "That poor guy."
Yeah.
So Kanye, we all know that has been very vocal
He's just out of his fucking mind at this point.
about the
Nothing new.
the Kim and Pete stunt.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Call
Yeah.
it what it is.
And I was scrolling on Twitter and I see all these headlines about Kanye basically saying that like Pete is gay and has AIDS.
It's just so damaging to say that.
Yes.
First of all, to anyone.
To anyone. And I don't understand how people use AIDS as a punchline. And I think it's so
It's
like
just homophobia.
Violently homophobic.
It's just straight up homophobia and you can't disguise it as anything else. That's what
and I just feel like
it's so like in 2022.
Right. And I feel like so many people like thought it was like a gag and like so like funny. But like I was like, do you not realize like how damaging that is to like the LGBTQ community?
It's so fucking insane that that's even a thing in this day and age. Like back when it was first a thing, it was so like that's what it was. Like it was if you have AIDS, you're gay. Like that's straight up what people thought.
Right.
And now, like with all the research and knowledge that you have now and you still are just saying that, like, that you look ignorant as fuck, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't
get
understand
it.
how that's still a thing, like, in his brain, why he thought that was a good thing to say, besides to get
agree.
attention.
And I think it's gross and harmful, and
It is. It's so fucked up. Like, how can you sit there and say that? Like, first of all, why is he saying that someone's gay as if it's an insult, first of all?
right.
Trying to make it like this bad thing if he was gay, which he's not, because he's never fucking said he was. He's never alluded to it. He's not gay. And even if he was, why is that a bad thing?
Right.
Why are you using it as like this hateful negative thing? Like, oh, haha, he's gay. Like,
Right.
that's not an insult, bro. Like, you're not doing what you think you're doing. You're just looking like an idiot. And then, like, the whole AIDS thing, that, like, that was the punchline. It's like, why? Like, I really don't get why.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not even interesting or entertaining or funny at all. And if you think
I don't
it's
even
being funny, get a new sense of humor.
Yeah.
And if you think it's funny, your humor's broken. Go, like, figure out something else that's funny, because that's just straight up not.
Right. 100% agree.
I just think it's fucking stupid, to be honest. Like, did you see? I saw this. I don't even know how factual this is, but I saw a headline where they're testing. They're like doing a test run of like a HIV vaccine.
I saw that. Is it Pfizer or Moderna?
It's Moderna. Yeah, they
Moderna
like.
gang.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's fucking crazy, and like the fact that that's not like being talked about more. Like, I get it, it's
Yeah.
still really early in the works, but that's like a big fucking deal.
It is.
You know? And I saw like one headline on Twitter, and I was like, why is no one
A
talking
couple months
about this?
ago.
I was like, why is no one talking about this? This is a big fucking deal. Like, hello? So, crazy stuff.
Before we jump into Song in the Week, I want to talk about something that regards Spotify and music. Something that really upsets me.
Yeah.
Joni Mitchell, who I fucking love so much, and I listen to Big Yellow Taxi every day on my way to work. That song puts me in a good mood.
Right.
Love it. Love Joni Mitchell. Her and I think Neil Young too are talking about removing their music from Spotify because Spotify pays Joe Rogan an ungodly fucking amount of money to have his Spotify basically exclusive for his podcast on this platform, and he is spreading so much misinformation about the vaccine.
I don't even know how it's allowed at this
Yes.
point. Honestly, if they just get a few more people to like threaten to take their music down,
right?
Like, come on, Harry Styles. Like, come on, Harry. Like, just threaten them. They literally. Just the threat, bro. Like, come on.
They would lose a lot of fucking money. Taylor.
They would lose so much. Like, all they need is like one big, like, popular.
Taylor should, but would Taylor be allowed to with her old albums? Would she be able to?
Probably not. She doesn't
and we know Scooter's a fucking
idiot.
money hungry pig, so he's not like
I'm saying like Harry Styles, like BTS, like, you know, like just the big ones. Like, all you need is a threat, and I guarantee you something would be done, because they can't risk that. But no, I definitely get. I mean, hey, more power to you. Take your shit off there. I don't blame you. We're not taking our shit off of there, but like, go off. That was another thing. H3, Ethan was like, let's take it off.
I saw that.
He's like, maybe not. Like, no, respect though. I think there's. Hey, I mean, there's potential with that plan. I mean, that could go somewhere
for sure.
So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But like, I'm with it.
Okay.
Fuck Joe Rogan.
Fuck Joe Rogan. I literally hate that.
This is like a Joe
nasty
Rogan
ass
hate account.
Rat bitch.
He looks like a fucking chode. He literally just looks like a fucking just a total like cock, bro. Like, he looks like a
alpha
penis.
Energy.
Yeah, my ass beta as fuck, bro. Beta. Oh, man.
Anyways,
I'm so
so
glad we turned this episode around. I
We really-
I want to make a public apology for my attitude about 50 minutes prior to this. My apologies. I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling a little. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt like I was gonna puke for the first 25 minutes of this podcast, and I think that had a lot to do with my mood.
that
I think it
badass
was-
attitude of yours.
but it wasn't just it was the I'm either gonna puke or shit, and it was not good for a few minutes there. So I just wanted to give a formal apology. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to act that way, and I take it back. You know?
Anyways, so song of the week. What's yours?
I'm gonna go The Man, Taylor Swift.
Great choice.
I just really been
I
fucking with
think
that song.
In honor of tour starting tomorrow, and today is Wall's
You are
birthday.
so right. I didn't even think to make that my song of the week.
Today's Wall's birthday, so one of my favorites on the
wait.
album. I'm gonna hit it with "Don't Let It Break Your Heart."
Okay, I have to be involved
Louis
in
Tomlinson.
this. I have to be involved. Hang on. I'm picking
my
a
God.
second one. I'm going
Should I show my love?
Fearless.
Should I show my love for that song?
Please, yeah.
For our video viewers, I'm showing my
Yeah, our little tattoo.
heart tattoo that says on the side. "Don't let
Oh,
it break your
yeah.
heart."
Happy birthday, Walls. I'm representing. I got a little Louis merch on today.
I wore my Wall's sweatshirt to bed last night, so sorry.
So yeah, like you said, it's Wall's birthday. We'd love to see it. Absolute banger album. No skips.
Banger after banger.
No skips. I'm gonna go for this is the underdog of the album that not enough people
I
talk
know
about.
exactly what you're going.
We're going
Did I guess?
Fearless.
I was gonna say perfect. I
Fearless.
thought you were gonna say perfect now.
That's up there, but Fearless is like one of my favorites on the album. So it doesn't get enough hype. I fuck with that
can't
song.
wait for the Fearless and like the clapping.
Right. You know what I'm talking about? Like just so good. So
Banger,
that's
banger, banger.
absolute banger. Louis
The heat on this album.
Yeah. Louis, congrats. Can't wait to sing with you in like a week and a half. It'll be great.
Literally, it's less than
We leave Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
That makes me sick. Wait, it's next week. I hate it here. Anyways.
I'm so excited to like see all my little friends from online.
I don't have any
in New-
online
in New
friends.
York.
I feel a little like
I really want to like
left out, but it's okay.
I would really love to have my friend that lives close to New York that I've been online friends with for literally like 6 years
Mm-hmm.
to come in that Thursday and have dinner with us.
Oh, that would be cool.
She texted me the other day and was like, "I heard the song and I thought of you," and I literally started crying.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, so we're gonna be okay. Wait, so are we gonna have to flip around recording times? What are we thinking? Because we should probably give it a
Honestly-
little announcement now.
Okay, so let me think.
Because we have shows Friday, Saturday, Monday.
Oh my god, we should look at our schedule.
Yeah, please hold, guys, because we're booked and busy next week. We're gonna be traveling. We're
So
playing
next
Mr.
week-
Worldwide. We've
next
got
week
like
will be
fucking
the
4
7th.
cities.
Next week will be the 7th.
Right.
I mean the 8th when we post, so we could get that one in.
Yeah.
We might have to skip a week or post late. We might have to post like on Wednesday or Thursday of the 16th or 17th.
Are we gonna take it there and just push? We'll be like crazy because we'll be sleep deprived. To
I
be
think we
completely
should
honest.
honestly, we should skip a week and then we'll have some fun tour content for you.
We'll have so many fun stories for you guys. But yeah, we'll be back next week, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be great. But yeah, so nothing to worry about here. We'll be back next week, and then we'll give you guys more updates then. But anyways,
this has been great.
this has
been
Let's Talk About It
with Jamie and Kirsten. Tune in next week for some more fun.
Be nice,
do good. Treat people with kindness. Stay safe.
all the love. Peace and love. Peace and love.